Right now on Vegas Revealed, we are on the red carpet for the Keep Memory Alive Power of Love Gala.
I'm a Vegas guy now. I got a bar down the street, so let's start soaking this stuff in. I'm excited.
And we're one-on-one with the cake boss himself.
We call this the Buddy Corner here, you know?
It's nice how they did that for you, isn't it?
Plus, we test our cake decorating skills with Buddy, too.
And as a new day club experience opens, we also reflect on Rehab at the Hard Rock with some sordid stories that are out in an all-new book.
We also had to sign a lot of non-disclosure agreements. It was pretty much anything happens because we couldn't say anything at the time.
All that and more this week on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed from the MGM Grand, where the pink carpet has been rolled out for the Power of Love Gala. I'm Sean McAllister, along with Dayna Roselli.
Yeah, this is always such a big event. It brings out all the celebrities, and it's really one of the biggest fundraisers of the year here in Las Vegas. They raise millions to help find a cure for Alzheimer's.
I know my wife nor I ever thought it would grow to this size and be able to service and help so many patients.
The goal was to always have country music, but the dream to have Blake Shelton is beyond what we ever imagined would happen.
Yeah, this is all benefiting the Ruvo Center for Brain Health, which is doing extraordinary work to find a cure for Alzheimer's and dementia, and also to provide a ton of care and resources to caregivers.
Yeah, and just awareness is everything, right? A little bit later, we're going to talk with Shriver, who's really behind this as well. We talked to so many people on the pink carpet, but first let's talk about who's being honored, and that is Blake Shelton, and he walked the pink carpet with his wife, Gwen Stefani. They look fabulous, as always. We actually had a chance to chat with Blake before he went inside. Entertainment seems to raise so much money. I mean, I feel like, you know, we go to these galas year after year, and being an entertainer, that's got to feel just spectacular that you're using that to raise money.
It is. I've always told people, though, on things like this, you know, I have the easy part. I mean, really, when they asked me to do it, I was just like, of course, you know, if I've got something to offer, then absolutely I'm happy to do it. We're going to raise a bunch of money tonight for the Cleveland Clinic, and that's exciting. You know, personally, my family's been affected by Alzheimer's. As I stand here right now, I have a family member that has it, and so it's close to my heart. And but besides that, I mean, this is just going to be an incredible night. I'm just going to take it in. I'm a Vegas guy now. I got a bar down the street, so let's start soaking this stuff in. I'm excited.
You can tell Blake was delighted to be here and help.
Yeah, he's excited to be the man of the hour here tonight, but he also talked about the possibility of a Vegas residency.
We've been talking about doing a residency for actually a few years now, and to be honest, I've just kind of pushed it away just because at the time I was still doing 2 seasons of The Voice every year, and so now that I've got some time on my hands, I'm starting to think maybe we'll do it. So maybe we'll do it next year. I mean, as I said, that's not like some cryptid, you know, message. I'm just saying that we're talking about it right now. I don't know if next year's too soon, but I'd like to do it.
That was really encouraging to hear from Blake Shelton. I have a feeling sometime down the road we're going to see a Blake Shelton residency.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, you and I were at Gwen Stefani's show that one time at Planet Hollywood, and he showed up and they sang their duet on stage. Remember that? It kind of felt like a residency in the making.
It felt like something was going on there. And we've also seen Gwen pop up on stage at Blake's new honky-tonk Old Red. So who knows? I would love to see those two together.
I know. They're so supportive of each other. You know, I also think that's why Blake's being honored tonight. I think he gives back. He's good to people. He supports other people. He supports new artists. He supports his wife. I mean, it just seems like he is such a team player, and I'm really glad they chose him to be honored this year. In the past, they have honored so many big people.
Yeah, we've seen honorees like Tony Bennett, Muhammad Ali. We've seen attendees like Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli. So this really is a world-class event.
I know, and everyone gets so excited to be here. and support the cause. We talked to so many people, we had to kind of compile them all up for you. We had some fun moments and also, some serious moments because this is an important cause. So take a look. Started following all your Instagram accounts and your awareness accounts, and I've learned a lot. I mean, do you feel like you're really, making a difference with this account for women and Alzheimer's and caregivers?
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying to make a difference, in my own way. Women's health is having a moment. I think the president signing an executive order, launching a women's health initiative has been a huge, huge moment for women. This is something that's never happened in our country. I feel very confident that my daughter's generations, will have a very different health journey than my generation.
You actually went to the center yesterday and were able, isn't it incredible?
It was. You walk up and you're like, what is this place? It looks like melting fondue on the outside. But to learn about the whole story and to meet all the staff, and I feel like they're such, selfless human beings that are passionate about what they do. And that means a lot to me because I lost my mom to Alzheimer's. She was 51 when she was diagnosed, took her life in 2 years and 9 months, and been a part of helping raise $120 million to fight against Alzheimer's now. So it's become my life mission to be a part of things like this. So to see and meet other people that are passionate like me is really inspiring, fulfilling, motivating. So it's awesome to be there and do a music therapy class with them and get them up and dancing. They're all smiling and loving it.
This not only has touched my family, but I have friends that have people in their family that are friends that have gone through that. So it touches a great amount of people. So if we can come together and do something to stop that, then I'm all a part of it.
Blake is being honored here tonight. Is that a big deal for you to be here to support him?
Yeah, always. I mean, I got to go back to The Voice when it was his last episode last year, and that was really meaningful. I wouldn't be here without him. We were a really good team on The Voice. He let me do my thing and encouraged me, and we won. So I owe all of this to him.
Yeah, well, we put Blake on his first 2 tours ever, So we put Cassadee on her first tour. And so, yeah, we have so much history.
So you're responsible for Blake Shelton, then, is what you're telling me.
I'm so sorry, America. Yeah, if I had a choice, if I could change it, I would.
That was a lot of fun. We had some great conversations.
We really did. And you heard from Deniece Williams. And I'm not going to lie, Sean, I fangirled a little because I absolutely love one of her songs. So we'll share that coming up in just a little bit.
But we still have other entertainment news headed your way as well, including...
He, handed me some money like, yo, girl, you were the best. You're the, we're so happy that you were our waitress. And I thought he handed me like $200. He handed me $20.
Oh.
If you've experienced a slip and fall, were injured in a place of business or on a construction site, call Level Up Law. Do you have a wrongful death case or been in a motor vehicle accident, even harmed in a rideshare? Our team specializes in personal injury cases. Call Level Up Law now at 855-LEVEL-UP. Elevate your case with Level Up Law. We've got your back. Call 855-LEVEL-UP. Your journey to justice starts here. Level Up Law. Justice at your fingertips.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Over at Virgin Hotels Las Vegas, Cassie Beach Club just made its pool season debut.
Yeah, this is exciting, and I love it because it's a little bit more chill than the other day clubs that you'll find on the Strip and off the Strip, that are full of people and DJs and lots of people in the pool. This was more of like a coastal luxury vibe.
Yeah, I like to think of it as kind of the ultra lounge of Las Vegas day clubs.
Yeah, it was really nice. I loved it. There were cabanas, they had little pop-up activations. They have like full food and beverage menu there and waitresses and waiters. So it was really great. And they have sand. That's why they call it beach.
Yeah, there's sand entrances to the pool out there. It is a great place to go and relax on a nice summer day and actually be able to have a conversation with the people you're with.
Yeah, it's really great. It's open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11 to 7 p.m. over at Virgin Las Vegas. Well, it's interesting because Virgin Las Vegas used to be the Hard Rock, and that was the home to really the first huge pool party. And it was called Rehab, and this is where it all started.
Yeah, and it was off the wall, outrageous. If you think of what could happen there, it probably did. But until now, those stories largely went unspoken. Julia Christine was a model server at Rehab, and she's out with a new book that chronicles that time in her life.
It was the very famous, infamous pool party. That was my first job in Vegas. The year was 2007 to 2009.
I mean, it was almost like anything goes.
Yeah, it was before the time of TMZ, before everybody was video recording on their phones. I mean, we had Blackberries back then, so times were definitely different. We also had to sign a lot of non-disclosure agreements when we were working in the nightclubs or the pool parties. So it was pretty much anything happens because we couldn't say anything at the time. There was a TV show about it as well, and a lot of people saw the debauchery that happened. And so it was kind of behind the scenes of, how we handled that. A lot of coworkers, a lot of, there's a lot of fun stories, but also very serious moments because it wasn't just a reality show that I was on. It was my real life and real things that happened to my friends and myself. So I just wanted to share that story in the PG form.
Have you ever been stiffed? Has there ever been someone who did not tip you?
I have never not received a tip, but I will say that I did have a certain celebrity, and he is in the book, who was running me and my busser around all over the place all day. And it was 115 degrees, and him and his entourage were very friendly, very nice. And they even got about $3,000 comped off their bill, which means taken off for free. From the Hard Rock. And he, handed me some money like, yo, girl, you were the best. We're so happy that you were our waitress. And I thought he handed me like $200. He handed me $20.
Oh.
And technically the tab would have been, without the comp, like $6,000. So I guess that's kind of being stiffed. I mean.
So we know who it is. In order for you to find out who it is, you got to get the book.
Yeah, and it is available at just about any online retail outlet. So just do a search for Just the Tip.
All right, I'll take one person out of the mix. It was not Usher, okay?
No, it was not. He rolls around with his Usher bucks.
But he was in town recently here in Las Vegas to celebrate Bad Girl 20 Years of Confessions. Gosh, that Confessions album was so popular. He had a party over at Jewel Nightclub at Aria Resort and Casino. He surprised the crowd, delivering a medley of his hits.
Well, still to come, it is not as easy as it may look. Trust us. We learn how to decorate a classic cake in a class with Buddy Valastro. Hear from the popular baker, restaurant owner, and reality star. That's next.
When storms wreak havoc on your property, don't face the aftermath alone. Level Up Law is your ally in natural disaster recovery. Whether it's property damage, wind resulting in downed trees, wildfires, or water damage, our experienced team will help you. Call 855-LEVEL-UP for a free consultation. Call Level Up Law now, 855-LEVEL-UP, and take the first step toward rebuilding your life. Level Up Law, justice at your fingertips. Call today.
As the Venetian Resort Las Vegas celebrated its 25th anniversary this month, Buddy Valastro was in town, the cake boss. He has a restaurant over there, also a bakery. He's really popular.
Yeah, and he's a big part of the culinary scene over there at the Venetian Resort, too. So as part of the celebration, Buddy was handing out cannolis and champagne in the hotel lobby, also taking pictures with fans, and he decorated and built this huge multi-tiered cake, which was really intricate.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. We actually take a cake decorating class with Buddy. That's coming up in just a little bit. But first, we were able to talk to him one-on-one.
Yeah, it was a really great conversation with Buddy. We were really happy to have the chance to grab some of his time. He was super busy.
Yeah.
And Buddy spoke with us about his connection, not only with the Venetian, but with Las Vegas as a whole. Buddy, it's the Venetian's 25th anniversary. I know you baked quite the celebration cake. Tell me about it.
Well, I got to tell you, just so proud to be part of the Venetian, 25 years. And, we've been part of the Venetian Familia for about 11 years now. And sometimes I just pinch myself. I mean, making that deal with Mr. Adelson on a handshake and a dream and what we've been able to accomplish, it was just like my honor to give back and make such a fantastic cake. So we made this giant elaborate cake, very Venetian-esque in the decor, and just happy to be here to be part of the festivities.
And I know you have Buddy V's. We're looking at Buddy V's right behind us. We have the bake shop.
We call this the Buddy Corner here, you know?
It's nice how they did that for you, isn't it?
Honestly, and truth be told, like I said, I told Mr. Adelson, I said, you know, it's my dream to have a restaurant. Because I'm not a restaurateur, I'm a baker by trade. I go, but I love food, my family cooks. The culinary rock stars in my life are my mom, my aunt, my dad, my wife, my mother-in-law, and I just wanted to bring those flavors to a restaurant in a strip. And he looked me in the eye, he's like, done, we're going to make it happen. It was just like that.
Well, I'm curious, is there a member of your family who's always like pushing you, like, hey, when's the next Vegas trip?
My wife loves Vegas, but we love coming to Vegas. I honestly, it's just not another city like it on a planet. It's like a second home for us. It's funny because when I opened a concept, I moved my in-laws out to help run it. They were supposed to come and get it started for a year. They don't want to leave. They won't come home. So Vegas is their home now. So I'm like, all right, you're going to come back to Jersey? Like, no, we're staying in Vegas. So
see, that's what Vegas does. It sinks its claws into you and you don't leave.
It really does. But I've been coming here for like 11 years. I'm here like 5-6 times a year. My staff at Buddy V's and my staff at the bakery have been with me since the beginning. That we're family. Why we are here and why we continue to thrive is because they do what they do every day. And I couldn't be prouder or happier with my staff. And honestly, just not because it's my place, but they do an amazing job.
And I know the Venetian has a partnership with Formula One for the race coming up again in November. Are you going to be back out here for the race?
Honestly, last year I wasn't able to make it because I had something important for one of my children. But this year, dead or alive, I'm coming no matter what, because I'm going to watch that race from that window right there at Buddy V's. And I think I get the best view on the strip.
I love it. And I know you have a cake decorating class that's going on right behind us. If I go home and decorate a cake tonight, what is your top tip for me?
Well, all right. So if you're baking it from like, you know, box or scratch, that doesn't matter, right? You gotta let the cake cool down. Now my kids are guilty of it. They want to make a cake. They do a box make cake at home. The thing, they dump it. It's hot. They don't want to frost it. No, you can't frost the cake until it's completely cold. I think that's the hardest thing, is to get like a square, beautiful iced cake, and you'll see, because they're going to be successful here. I mean, it might not look exactly like mine.
Well, decoration is subjective too, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's not going to be like cockeyed or crooked and stuff like that. So that's the trick, the secret sauce.
So it's one thing to talk about cake decorating with Buddy. It's a whole other thing to actually decorate in front of the cake boss.
If you guys are ready to rip, let's do it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Right. Yeah, he invited us into this cake decorating class, and I thought, sure. It was difficult, and it just shows how good Buddy Valastro is, because boy, it was challenging. You know, I got better as the class kind of went on, but at the beginning, I was just like, I don't even know how I'm going to do this.
Well, he started us off with making those icing roses, which I don't think is the easiest thing. And then we went on to the swags, and man, it really is remarkable how tired your arm gets from those piping bags.
I know, but he was just spinning it around and squeezing, and I was like, boy, you're good at this. And he was like, well, I better be. Which I thought was really funny. But, you know, he has such fans. Like, everyone was looking, you know, at the class, like from the outside through the glass. And I thought, wow, I mean, Buddy is so loved. I think, you know, what an honor to have him here in Las Vegas and over at the Venetian. We had a blast. Sean, you really went for it. You like, look at Sean's cake. By the end, this was not supposed to have all this stuff on it, but Sean was doing like all sorts of little designs and extras.
Well, the girl next to me was starting to add stuff, so I felt like I had to keep up.
Well, you did a great job. I must say, you were actually really good at that. He was giving us some lessons, too, about his vending machines that he has, too. He has, like, cake slice vending machines that are really popular, and he was saying, hey, they're better at room temperature, right?
Yeah, because the cake slices are refrigerated inside of those machines. So he says, if you're going to get a slice, there's a ton of those machines all over the strip. He says, just make sure that the slice comes to room temperature, and then it's going to taste like it's intended to taste.
Yeah, definitely. So it was good to hear from him. Everyone enjoyed the class. Here's a nice group photo of all of us. We had a blast, but you should have seen all of our eyes when he'd tell us what to do. We were like, I don't know about doing that.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I think the cakes came out pretty good, though, and they gave us the cakes to take home, too, which I thought was really nice, and they were delicious.
They were. They tasted great. There is still more to come on Vegas Revealed.
We head back out to the MGM Grand for one of the biggest fundraiser galas of the year. Stay with us. We're back after this.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Level Up Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. We are back here on the pink carpet at the MGM Grand for the Power of Love Gala.
And now we heard from Deniece Williams earlier in the show. You know, she's a Vegas resident.
She is.
I love that, right? But I had a moment with her and we thought, okay, let's save this for the end of the show. Let's roll it. I'm going to switch gears for a second and tell you I'm a Footloose fan, and I know that Footloose just celebrated 30 years, and I've been watching all, and I thought about your song. I mean, it was such a big part of the movie.
It was a wonderful part of the movie. I didn't know where my song was going to be, but when I saw Kevin Bacon teaching Chris to dance, I just boo-hooed. I just sat there and I cried, and I thought, oh my God, I'm the payoff.
You are.
I felt like I was the payoff song when he learned to dance. It was wonderful. And then about 2 weeks ago, I turned on television and I was just moseying around, and all of a sudden, I heard Let's Hear It for the Boy. I said, wait a minute. So I looked and I didn't recognize any of the actors. And then so I asked my son, what's going on? It happens that the second Footloose, my song was one of the few in the second Footloose, and that's what that was. And he was learning how to dance, and I cried again.
Well, because it's an iconic moment. Like, really I get so excited when that part comes up.
Oh my God, it really is. And I just said, oh my goodness, you're gonna cry again? I cried again because it is an iconic moment and a big payoff for the person that couldn't learn how to dance, you know. So.
I really love how Footloose is having a moment again.
I know. Whenever there's a big anniversary, it's a big deal, you know? And Kevin Bacon, he was really pushing it on his Instagram. So a lot of fun to talk with Deniece Williams, and I love that she lives here in Vegas.
Absolutely. If there are any interviews that you want to catch up on, again, be sure to go to our Vegas Revealed YouTube channel. We have all of our Vegas Revealed on TV episodes posted there.
Yeah, and of course, if you want to listen to our audio podcast, we're on Spotify, Google, iHeart, you name it. You can always listen in your car while you're working out. We appreciate it. And of course, subscribe.
And we will be back with more entertainment news next week here on Vegas Revealed.